Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Carlina here, and today I'm super excited to share with you a full face of my drugstore favorites. Now, I am definitely a self-professed makeup junkie, and I love to treat myself to new products whenever I can. So I also really enjoy finding products that perform really beautifully, but also are very affordable. I do have a full face of my drugstore favorites on for you today, so I'm super excited to share those with you guys. If you have any favorite drugstore products that you would like to share with us, please feel free to write them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I have quite a lot of products to share with you here today, so feel free to go get a snack, get comfy, and we will get started. So starting off here with my favorite drugstore foundation, it is the Rimmel Wake Me Up. I absolutely love this formula. It is more of a medium to full coverage with a natural satin finish. Let's see if I can hold it up here. You can have a look at the texture of it. It's got a really beautiful glow to it. I would compare this formula to Claren's Skin Illusion. It's very similar to the now discontinued MAC Hyperreal foundation. Even NARS Sheer Glow, it's got that really cushiony, beautiful, smooth coverage that still looks very radiant and skin-like. I definitely would really highly recommend that product. For shade reference, I use the shade 200, which is soft beige. And just on a side note, I do believe that they've recently changed the name of this foundation. I believe it's now called Lasting Finish Glow or something like that, but they've kept the bottle the same. So just make sure you look for the Rimmel foundation that has the orange cap. I've been using this foundation for many years, and when I find something I like, I buy lots of them because I never ever want to run out. So if this tells you how much I love this foundation, trust me, it's a winner. All products I will list in the description bar down below, by the way. Moving on to concealer, I wanted to recommend for you guys the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I use the shade C5. This formula, I was really impressed with the coverage that it has. It's very opaque, and it's gonna set to, again, a little bit more of that really buttery, slightly naturally glowy. I'm sorry, it's hard to see. Instantly when I tried this product out, it reminded me of the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use concealer, the one that has the really big doe foot wand on it. Very similar to that. I've never tried Shape Tape, but I would assume it's got a similar kind of consistency to that. I know that's a popular formula on the market. Yeah, what do I love about this concealer? Everything. On my most tired days, it covers the darkest bags, and again, it still looks really natural and skin-like. I also really enjoy, it seems that a lot of the shades tend to run a little bit more on the pinky to beige side, so that's really helpful if you have more like blue violet bags underneath your eyes. It'll really help to neutralize that darkness without you having to layer too much product underneath. So once again, that is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define as my drugstore concealer pick. Now moving along here to highlighters. You know I love Physicians Formula, so this should come as no surprise. The highlighter I would like to recommend is the Butter Highlighter. Now this comes in an array of different shades. My personal favorite is the Rose Gold. Now this has a really beautiful kind of like cream to powder texture. It blends on the skin like a cream, but it sets to a powdered finish. Oh, sorry, see if I can hold this so you can see. There you go. So you can see it's really bright, but it's not chunky or glittery. It looks really smooth. Now applied with my fingertip, of course, it's going to look really intense, but you could also, you know, buff it in with a fluffier brush or a fan brush for a more natural effect. Not only is it really luxurious feeling on the skin, it smells like a beach vacation. They do claim to have muru butter in this product, which I remember from my MAC days. It was in one of their skincare products, and I can't remember which one. I'm sorry. But again, we like those high-end ingredients for a low price point. That highlighter is like absolutely stunning on the face, on the body. I have gone through probably about 3 of them by now. So if you see it in your local drugstore, don't hesitate. Just throw it right in your basket. You can thank me later. Now, one more Physicians Formula product. Once again, if you watched my everyday natural makeup routine, this won't be a surprise. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I use the shade Deep Bronzer. I use this kind of to contour my cheeks. I use it as a bronzer with a fluffy brush all over my face. And as you guys saw in that last tutorial, I use it kind of through the crease area of my eye when I want to have kind of more of a natural eyeshadow moment. Again, much like with the butter highlighter, it smells like a beach vacation. It blends like a cream on the skin, but sets like a powder. It's award-winning. Again, if you have never tried it and you see it in the store, just throw it in your basket. You can thank me later. One thing I just wanted to mention is it can be really difficult to find matte bronzers, especially at a drugstore price point. These particular bronzers, as far as I know, there's only one that has shimmer. Across the board, they tend to be pretty matte, which is amazing, a great feature. Moving on, I would like to really highly recommend the Baked Powder Blush by Milani. Now this guy here is in the shade Luminoso. I know that it's gotten a lot of love online, which is actually initially why I tried it the first time. It's a really beautiful kind of corally peach tone with that lovely natural glow. You can see a theme here. It's also quite pigmented, I find, but it blends really seamlessly into the skin. I'm not sure if you can see that. All you're getting is just a lot of shine here. Anyways, shade-wise, I would recommend it for somebody that liked the MAC Mineralized Blush in Dainty. Obviously, the ever-popular NARS Orgasm Blush. It's that same kind of perfect, universally flattering, peachy shade that just makes you look really fresh and healthy. And I do find that it's neutral enough that it tends to work really well with all kinds of different lip colors. So kicking off the eye category, I wanted to start by mentioning these Rimmel Magnifeyes Eyeshadow Palettes. As you can see, I'm a big fan of these because I've collected quite a few. These are an amazing dupe for the Urban Decay Naked Series palettes. As you can see, a lot of the colorways are quite similar. On that note, I think my most favorite of the different types that they have is the Crimson Edition. As you can see, this is a really great dupe for the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette. And I just love the mixture of neutrals and kind of like rusty reds and blush tones in here. I find like it's actually really easy to wear and it's pretty natural. Well, not natural, neutral, but a little bit more fun, if that makes sense. I did use this palette to do my eyeshadow today. As you can see, the pigment and color payoff is really beautiful. The frosts still go on really smooth. There's not a lot of chunks or fallout, and it does blend into the matte shades also really nice. So really would highly recommend, once again, these Rimmel Magnifeyes eye palettes. Moving right along here, we will go into Drugstore mascara. Now I have 2 favorites here to mention with you guys, as I tend to like to use one on the top and one on the bottom, or I tend to like to layer mascaras. It's who I am. The first one that I wanted to mention is more of a volumizing formula. So this is going to be great for those gals that like more separation, more length, more volume. What I really love is the brush. It is one of those plastic brushes, but as you can see, the teeth on it are really, really short. So it still gives a really controlled application, allows you to really comb through the lashes, get in through the base of the lashes. And what I particularly enjoy most about it is that there isn't too much product on the wand. So, you know, you don't go in with a coat and then all your lashes stick together and fall down. You know what? I just realized I didn't mention what mascara this is. This is by Essence. It's the I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara, the pink one. I actually can't take full credit for this mascara. This was recommended to me years ago by a customer of mine who, if you're watching, hi Yasmin, I love this mascara. Thank you so, so much. Anyways, beautiful for buildable volume, separation, and length. Particularly if you are naturally blessed with long lashes, I find this gives beautiful volume without making your lashes fall down or stick together. So volumizing mascara, once again, is the Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Volume. Now, if you guys watched my last everyday makeup tutorial, you would have seen that I used the Clinique Lash Power Mascara. I love, for my lower lashes, a really teeny tiny brush. So in terms of a drugstore dupe for that, I will recommend here this Annabelle Skinny Mascara. That's what it's called. The package looks like this here. It's metallic with the stripes. And as you can see, when I pull the wand out, it is teeny tiny. Like it will grab even the smallest lash. It gives, again, a really controlled application, not a whole lot of volume, but it definitely lengthens and really separates the lashes really nicely. Definitely, again, for bottom lashes, it's a must. And if you naturally have like more blonde lashes, maybe you're a natural redhead, again, these teeny tiny little brushes will really allow you to get right into the root of the lashes so you don't have that space between where your natural lash starts and your mascara starts. Once again, the Annabelle Skinny Mascara, really nice, more natural vibe. While we're on the topic of lashes, I might as well mention these guys here. As you guys probably have already figured out, I absolutely love false lashes. Probably, if I wear nothing else, I will put on a pair of false lashes just so that I don't feel like I look exhausted. I tend to play around with different lash styles depending on my mood or the day, but my go-to lashes are these guys here. I've been wearing these non-stop lately. These are the Kiss brand. I believe the series is called the Blowout series. It's got a little pink hair dryer on the outer packaging, and the shape that I'm using is number 02. It's called Pixie. So again, as you can see, they're really nice and fluffy. The length kind of falls more on the outer corner of the eye, so I find that works really well when you want to do kind of a winged liner, or you want a lash that's going to kind of open and lift the eye. These, I find I get a lot of compliments saying that they look quite natural when my eyes are open, but as you can see, when I look downwards, they're really nice and bold, so they really make your shadow pop nicely. Really highly recommend. And most importantly, I should mention that because it's not a solid band, they're really flexible and also really comfortable to wear. Yeah, I thought I would mention that. They hold their shape really well, which is always a plus. Just in case you don't have a favorite eyelash glue, this is also, once again, as everything else in the video, is available at your drugstore. This is the Duo Brush-on Lash Adhesive. This is great because not only is it latex free, so if you want to use it in your kit as a professional makeup artist, you won't have to worry about you know, people that have allergies and things like that. It's a good sort of one and done. This has a really tiny kind of like a brush tip applicator, almost like a liquid eyeliner. So it's really easy to control the amount of glue that you're applying onto your lashes. As you probably know, less is more. It's a really great, like, strong adhesive that is comfortable and gentle on the eyes, but I also find that it dries a little bit more quickly, or it gets sticky faster. So you don't have to apply, you know, count to 15 and wait for the glue to get tacky before you apply it to the eyes. It's pretty much ready to go right away, which is great if you're like me and, as I said, you'd like to wear lashes every single day. Now, moving along, but continuing with eye products here, I could not do a drugstore favorites video without mentioning this product here. This is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Liquid Eyeliner. I use the shade dark brown, but it also comes in a black. Now, as you can see, the applicator here is very, very thin, and it is a flexible brush tip. So if I hold, so you can see here, like the tip is flexible like a brush. It delivers really beautiful, thin, you know, lines. If you like to use, you know, your liquid liner to do wings, it's absolutely beautiful, exceptionally long wearing, very, very user friendly. I've probably gone through, oh God, dozens of these. I can't recommend this product highly enough. Once again, this is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Liquid Eyeliner. Moving on to brows, arguably the most important part of the face. If you guys once again watched my everyday natural makeup routine, you would have seen this product. It is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I use this in the shade Ash Brown. And what I really love about this pencil, once again, it's mechanical, so you don't have to worry about carrying a sharpener with you. The actual pencil itself is quite firm, so if you like to kind of go in and like draw actual brow hairs, you can do that. As I mentioned, you can also you know, do more of like a carved out dramatic brow if that's what you like. It does have a spoolie on the other end. It is, I would say, comparable to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Really any of those, you know, twisty pencils that are on the market there. But again, price point here is perfect. The ash brown shade I find works really, really well for blondes and brunettes alike. It's definitely one of my go-to products. So we can't talk about drugstore brows around here without mentioning my good old trusty Glycerin Soap. I apologize, this is so gross, but any glycerin soap at the drugstore, super affordable. You can buy them in singles, you can buy the pairs, whatever it may be. I just use this little trick, adding a little bit of water to a spoolie, rubbing it onto a glycerin soap, and then I go in and comb my brows up with this product. Super affordable. It's probably like $2, and it's been over a year now that I'm using this same bar. But what I really, really especially like about it is the effect that it gives the brows. As you can see, it's got excellent hold. It really, really allows you to comb the brows up, make them nice and fluffy. You can also, you know, if you have more unruly hairs that tend to be a little bit stubborn, you can use this to kind of tame them down. But this is by far, of all of the brow gels I've ever used, the most effective and also the most affordable. So definitely I would really highly recommend for a brow gel. If you haven't tried your soap brows yet, go grab some glycerin soap. Now moving on to lips, I wanted to mention my most favorite drugstore lip liner. Actually, not just drugstore lip liner, like favorite lip liner of all time. It's the Milani Color Statement Lip Pencil. I use the shade 04, which is all natural. It is a really beautiful, kind of more browny nude, kind of a cooler tone if you can see. There is another neutral color, which is the number 03. It's called Nude. That is more of like a pinky toned nude. So I might recommend the 03 if you have, either a little bit more fair skin, or you tend to like to wear more pinky nudes. For me, because my skin's more olive, I find that I tend to gravitate towards more of like a brownie nude. Anyways, what can I say about this pencil that I haven't already said? It glides on super smoothly. It is very long wearing. It is the perfect shade. It is under $4, which is a huge plus. As I mentioned with the foundations earlier in this video, when I find something that I absolutely love, I will panic buy so that I never run out of it. So this is my collection of number 4 Milani Color Statement Lip Liners. If you are lucky enough to find this shade in stock at your local drugstore, I would highly recommend just get it. It will go with absolutely everything. As you can see on my lips here now, I've just applied a little bit of it with my lip balm, and it just gives the most perfect natural shape where the lips look finished but not overly lined. Like, you don't really see the lip liner more than you should. So definitely check that product out. Continuing with lip products here, I wanted to mention these NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. These guys here are a lovely liquid lipstick. I have 3 shades here to share with you. One is my signature red lip. It is called Amsterdam. I showed you this in my everyday makeup video. This is a really lovely kind of corally red. I find it works beautifully on all skin tones, from the most fair to kind of a deeper olive, more tanned skin tone. It's absolutely beautiful. As you can see, the color payoff on these guys is really intense and vibrant, which is always a plus. This one here is called London. It's my absolute favorite nude shade. It's hard to see there on my hand, but you can see it just above the fuchsia there. It's just perfect. It's not too brown, it's not too pink. It just kind of naturally enhances one's natural lip color. Now, I know that maybe going back a couple of years, liquid lipsticks were such a huge trend. And a lot of people have different opinions. Like, you either really love them because you love intense color that really stays put, or you hate them because maybe you had a bad experience with one crumbling or, you know, drying out your lips, whatever that may be. As we all know about makeup, and what we all appreciate about makeup is that trends are always changing. So again, if you're looking for a really nice, affordable option for a liquid lipstick, I would really highly recommend these guys. On a side note, if you're like me and you own a ton of these liquid lipsticks, maybe you've spent too much money on ones that you're probably never going to wear again, I wanted to share with you guys a really great little tip, because I really love to find new ways or different ways to use products that I really love. So I'll keep this really quick. I have started here with the lip that I had applied in my everyday natural makeup tutorial. So if you watched that, you'll know that it is a combination on my lips right now of the Milani Color Statement Lip Pencil in 04 All Natural and my Laneige lip sleeping mask. I know that's not a drugstore product, but I've heard great things about the Milani Rose Butter lip mask. So if you're looking for a drugstore dupe of the Laneige sleeping mask for your lips, try that Milani one. I'll list it down below for you. So once again, just a lip liner. My lips are nice and moisturized from that product. And I'm gonna go in here with just a little bit of that red and just use my fingertip here. So you can see it gives a really pretty kind of almost like stained look to the lip where it's sort of like deeper, more intense in the center area, but it kind of fades out softer around the edges. Now, I love a good like bold statement lip, and because I don't wear them often, that's what draws me to these liquid lipsticks, because I'm not used to like maintaining a bold lip. They can be very, very high maintenance. But at the same time, I do understand that, yes, they can be drying. Yes, you know, you don't always have the occasion to wear a bold lip color like this. So again, using this technique where you apply it on top of a lip balm and just kind of build the intensity of color as you see fit, I find that's a really, really great little tip that I'd love to share with you guys to allow you to, I don't know, use your makeup in different ways. And there you have it, guys. That was my full face of drugstore favorites. Hope that you enjoyed that and hope you found some new products that you're excited to try. If you have any favorite drugstore products that you would like to share with us, feel free to write that in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, as well as like my video if you enjoyed yourself. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all again in my next video. Thanks again for watching.